Jubilee Party Vice Chairman David Murathe now says he will move to the Supreme Court to block Deputy President William Ruto from running for presidency. Now, Murathe says Ruto has exhausted his 2 5-year term as prescribed by the Constitution. The remarks come in the wake of disquiet among leaders and residents in central Kenya who have accused the Jubilee government of neglect, and commentators are now linking the latest developments to political realignments ahead of a 2022 race. Silas Apollo with more.
The rift within Jubilee party seemed to be widening by the day. The latest indication was today when the party's vice chairman David Murathe, in his characteristic style, said that the party leadership could move to the Supreme Court to stop Deputy President William Ruto from contesting for president.
If he automatically becomes president without going for the mandate from the mwananchi, what mandate does he have? Si ni ile walichaguliwa nayo. Kwa sababu ikiwa wewe uko kwa hiyo for 2 terms, then that is why 148 says you can't run again. Najima, I want an advisory opinion. Na tutaenda mpaka Supreme Court. Sisi hatucheki na watu.
But while some may challenge the legality of his interpretation of the law, Murathe appeared to have received the support of the party Secretary General, Raphael Tuju.
I really sympathize with anybody who has got plans for 2022. Those are so far. Me, I can't even plan for next week.
Murathe's statements, the second in a span of 1 week, may not augur well with Ruto, while he this week warned those seeking to stifle his ambition by seeking Jubilee Party's endorsement. Ruto said that the endorsement for the presidency should be done only on merit. But rifts in Jubilee are not a new phenomena by now, with critics saying the evidence of the cracks were the recent remarks by Gatundu South MP Moses Kuria, who said that the Jubilee administration had neglected parts of central Kenya. And even though Kuria has since apologized, saying he was misunderstood, political commentator Herman Manyora is of the view that the statements could be a pointer to realignments ahead of 2022.
Stirring emotions by talking about the president not caring about central Kenya, so that when the time comes, they'll be able to get a big portion of the central Kenya vote to William Ruto as Uhuru pushes for someone else.
Murathe says Jubilee will remain unapologetic about the handshake despite the opposition it was receiving.
Na kama kucommit crime ni handshake na kusema tuko kwa hiyo building bridges, we are guilty as charged.
Manyora says the remarks by Kuria were misguided.
The new constitution, and in fact much earlier than that, and this was, I think, brought on the scene by Kibaki, we stopped associating the president with development. These things are done in the budget. Moses Kuria is a member of the budget committee, a prominent member of that committee.
Silas Apollo, NTV.